Hey guys, Nathan Lackey here with FanPage Factory, and today I'm going to show you how to code multiple tabs directly in an FBML tab, much like this. When I click each of these buttons, new content shows up. Now how do I do that? Well, first off, I've color-coded this code, gray, green, and orange. And the code with each of those is this. Code goes with the first tab, and here's how it works. We name the div ID nav1, and then all this code here are simply images, clickable images that I positioned with div tags that appear when I click on the first tab. So you'll see here I have a background image, and then I just have three clickable links, the platinum, the gold, and the silver packages. That's all that coding is. Same thing with this part and this part. Again, they're just clickable images in there, and we need to name them all using the div ID. The reason we need to name them is so that we can refer to them later on in the code, like down here. Now we have to edit the style. Now the style affects what the buttons look like. So first off, what you want to do is put in the width of your button. So if you go here and click my background URL link, you'll see here that's the button, or at least the top half of the custom tabs button. You take that width value, put it in here. Height you don't need to worry about. That's basically saying how much of the image that you want to show. So how much you want to show up here. Notice I'm only showing the top half. See, I'm only showing that top half. Okay. And then the padding. So the padding maybe that you want between the buttons. And you can put a margin in there as well. I choose not to edit with those though. And then again here, the background URL is how you code for what the image or the button will look like. And again, you do that with your first tab, your second tab, which I've coded in green, and your third tab, which is in orange. And those correlate back to the orange, green, and gray color coding that I did earlier. If we scroll down now we're going to control what the tabs do when they're hovered over. And what we do is we say, okay, when they're hovered, move them up 36 pixels. So notice this button has a top and a bottom. The top 36 pixels and the bottom 36 pixels. What I've told the code to do is when I hover over the top part, move it up 36 pixels so it's showing the bottom part. And I've done that so exact so that when I hover over this first custom tabs button, it's moving it up and showing the bottom of the picture. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Because in the code, I'm saying when it's hovered over, move it up 36 pixels. Does that make sense? And again, they're each color-coded, the gray, green, and orange, correlating to the gray, green, and oranges above. And then here, this is kind of the fun part, where you can actually control where the buttons are placed on your page and what they show. Obviously, the div style positions the buttons on your page. Notice I have mine all left 520 pixels, and the top 0, 45, and 90. Again, they're just placing it. Now, this is the important part for each tab. For each tab, you have to say, okay, when you click it, show nav1, which we labeled, remember, up here, nav1. That's why we had to label it. Hide nav2, nav3, and if you have more, like nav4, nav5, nav6, you also have to hide those. Okay? And then for when you click nav2, we're saying, okay, click to show nav2 and then hide the other tabs. Down here, click nav3 and hide 1, 2, and 4, or 5, 6, 7 as high as you're going. So that, guys, is how the the multiple tabs on each landing tab or FBML tab works. And you can see here hit working live, where I have different content showing up, almost like tabs on a website, right in a custom FBML tab. I hope this tutorial helped you guys, and again, this is Nathan Lackey with FanPage Factory. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.